Hello there. We are getting ready for our Module 2 test. So we have just completed page 57. And so what we're going to do right now is I'm going to walk you through and correct this assignment and give you all of the answers and the correct way to do things. So this is a good review for your test on Mod 2. All right, in 2-1, we were talking about exponents, and when we have this negative exponent of this -4, that's when we write this as the fraction, so this would be 1 over 3 to the 4th power. And remember, as we write that 4 exponent, it becomes positive. And now you can use your calculator and do 1 over 3 to the 4th, and we get 1 over 81. All right, number 2, 35 to the 0, where anything to the 0 power is 1. And number 3, this is basically just a calculator problem. You can certainly do 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. Or remember, on your calculator, more efficiently would be 4 caret 4, and that answer is 256. All right. We have like bases here, so 8 and 8 are repeating, so we're going to keep the base, and remember in this sample problem we're going to add the exponent. 7 plus 3 is 10. And then 8 to the 10th power, we can actually just leave it like that. If you go ahead and use your calculator and find that answer, that is totally fine, but that is a very large number, so if we don't write that out, that is okay. It's really, really long. It's like 10737411824. All right, number 5, this is division. We have like bases, and so we're going to subtract those exponents. So we get 12 to the 4th power, and again, you're going to want to use that caret button, 12 caret 4, and this is 20,736. All right, and number 6, this is a power to a power. So these exponents 3 and 5, we multiply them. I think that base was a 10. So we multiply 3 times 5 and get 15. So that's basically a 1 with 15 zeros after it. So that one we probably want to write with an exponent so that we don't have to write all of those 15 zeros out. All right, in 2-2, we were doing scientific notation with positive exponents. So in here, remember, when we're going to write this in scientific notation, go put that decimal so that that first number is bigger than 1 and less than 10. Second step, write times 10. Now, how many places did we move that decimal? 1, 2, 3, and put that exponent up there in your answer. All right, this one's kind of a tricky one because sometimes they want you to write the 9.10075 all the way out. And then this would be times 10 to the, now how many places did we move that decimal? And that is 7. Some people would accept 9.1 times 10 to the 7th also. All right, this one is moving the decimal 9 places. That's a positive 9, so we're going to move it 9 places to the right on the number line. So when we look where this decimal is right here, we have to move it 1, 2, 3, 4 places just to get it to the end of the number. So that's 4, so we need 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we put 5 zeros on the end. So 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3, comma. All right, number 10 says we're going to move that decimal 2 places to the right. So when we move it, remember the decimal's right here, so we're going to go 1, 2, and we fill in those loops with zeros. So we're going to put 2 zeros at the end here. Number 20, or starting with section 2-3, number 11, these were negative powers. So in the negative powers, we still want to put that decimal where it belongs. So it's going to be 2 times 10. Now, how many places did we move that decimal? 1, 2, and it's a very small number, so it is a negative exponent. In number 12, let's go put that decimal where it belongs, so it's 7.01. So we have a number bigger than 1 and less than 10. Now, how many places? That purple decimal goes 1, 2, 3, 4 places, and that is a small number, so it is a negative exponent. Number 13, that exponent is a -5. And remember, we're going to need to move one place beyond the 8 and then 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to need to fill this in with 4 zeros. And then your 8, 9. All right, number 14, we're going to move this 2 places and we're going to go left because it's a negative exponent. So 1, 2. So it's going to be decimal point 0, 4, 4, 1. All right, number 15, 16, 17, 18, those are all adding and subtracting. So remember, you guys can use your calculators on here. So if you don't know how to find your calculator, remember you can go in here and then we're going to pull up a new tab. And I am going to just pick out a calculator. I need my keyboard somehow. So I had to put my keyboard back on so I can actually type in here. Okay, so you guys can see that I am Googling calculator. So I'm going to do a calculator search here. And I want the scientific calculator. So I'm actually going to type in the MCA calculator here because that's the one that I want. Now remember, in your tab, you guys have a calculator already in there. I have one in your folder so that you guys can just go ahead and pull that up. Okay. All right, so I'm going to type in MCA graphing calculator, and this is what comes up for me. And so I want this standalone, and then I want the 8th and 10th grade calculator. And then it just becomes a lot of like just clicking to make sure that you get to the right place. So we're going to start this, and then at the top of your screen shows this calculator. So we just click that. Okay, so we're going to be going back and forth between those. Now you guys can do a split screen on your calculator. Or on your computer there on your Chromebook, and there are directions for you to be able to do that. So you guys can just put right in your calculator that first problem is 7, and remember to hit EE. We're going to hit second EE. That E right there stands for times 10 to the 6th power, and we're going to add to it, and it's 5.3, and this one is to the 6th power also. So I'm going to hit second EE and to the 6th power, and now it is going to give me my answer. Okay, now there is my answer, but oops, that was supposed to be subtracting, and I have adding in there, so that is wrong. We have to make sure that we subtract, so I need to redo that. So 7 second EE to the 6th power, and I need to subtract 5.3 to the, where did it go? EE to the 6th power. All right, now what do we get? There we go. That's what I wanted. Now that is not in scientific notation. So remember, if you want to change this, you have to go into your mode. And do you see how I have normal chosen here? I need to arrow over so that I get on scientific. And now you can see scientific is blinking. So now I have to hit second quit to go back to this. And now if I hit enter again, it is now giving me that answer in scientific notation. So 1.7, and remember that E stands times 10 to the 6th power. So this is going to be 1.7 times 10 to the 6th power. Okay, so now we can do the same thing for number 16. So we go right over to our calculator here. And for number 16, I want 3.4 second EE, and this is to the 4th power. And I'm going to double check and make sure I'm hitting my plus sign. And 7.1 second EE, and this is to the power of 5. And now this time when I hit enter, I don't have to worry, it's already in that scientific notation. So I can go back to this 7.44 times 10, and what was that, to the 5th power? Okay, and the same thing works in number 17. We are going to be multiplying here. So we do the same thing, and this one is 2 times 10 to the 4th, 2. to the 4th power, and we are multiplying by 5.4 second EE. And what is that power? That one was a 6. And there is our answer, 1.08 times 10 to the 11th. So this one is 1.08 times 10. And what was that? The 11th power, I think it was. All right, and number 18, our last one here. Again, you can just use your calculator. 7.86 times 10, which is your second EE, and that is to the 9th power. And we are dividing by 3 second EE to the 10th power to the 4th. All right, and our answer here is 2.62 times 10 to the 5th. 2.62 times 10 to the 5th power. All right, so number 19, about how many times farther is this? So we are going to take the sun, this one right here, this number right here, and then we are going to divide by the second number. And that answer comes out to be 7.7 times 10 to the 1st power. Okay, hopefully that is a good review for you, especially on the calculator stuff. And we're getting ready for that Mod 2 test. Hope this went well for you.